The Las Vegas Raiders are currently leading the AFC West after yesterday's 33-22 win over the Philadelphia Eagles. The Raiders are 5-2 through 7 games this season, their best 7-game start since 2016. Meanwhile, the Niners beaten at home last night 30-18 by the Indianapolis Colts. San Francisco has lost 4 straight games after starting the season 2-0 and are currently in last place in the NFC West. Nobody expected that. Stephen A., what's the biggest surprise, or bigger surprise rather, the first place Raiders or the last place Niners?
Well, I think you have to go with the Raiders simply because you're talking about them being in first place. The fact is, nobody expected that to happen, not with the way what we've seen from Kansas City over the last couple of years, and certainly not what we've seen from the Los Angeles Chargers last year with the way Justin Herbert was coming on. We didn't expect much from Denver. They've fallen back down to earth, predictably so. But we certainly looked at the AFC West and we said Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs and then everybody else. And then we looked at the Chargers as potentially being a playoff team now that they had a new coach in Brandon Staley, and you had Justin Herbert back there with Keenan Allen and Mike Williams and those boys. But if you look at the Raiders right now, they're top 10 offense. They're the number 2 passing attack. I'm looking at Derek Carr right now, and I'm saying, excuse me, the brother's completed 67.7% of his passes, just 12 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. But the bottom line is he's making some good throws. Josh Jacobs, he's been in there. He's doing some things, running the football. They don't have a stout runner to him and Kenyon Drake, obviously running the football less than 4 yards a carry, but they still got a ground and pound attack. We can't ignore that. Renfro is doing his thing. Ruggs is doing his thing. Waller, even though he didn't play yesterday, he's been doing this thing. And the defense hasn't been too shabby as well. And so when I look at it from that perspective, even though they're horrible against the run, but better, considerably better against the pass and decent overall, when I look at the Las Vegas Raiders, okay, they're in first place. Give them some love, but also 2-0 since Gruden's been out with the distractions over the last two weeks. I got to give them credit for that.
Yeah, big ups on that, man. I am shocked at what I see with San Francisco. Yeah, I'm a huge Kyle Shanahan fan. I think he's one of the best coaches in the National Football League. And to see this team right now where they are, because I had them getting deep into the playoffs. Yeah. So for me, it's definitely the 49ers. And let me tell you something. The last few years I watched this team. Last year, all the injuries. Yeah. Well, all the injuries that happen on defense, you think, okay, that's a wash-away year. But I watched this man as a master on the sideline take backup quarterbacks and play hard. You know what I mean? Win games with backup quarterbacks that there's no way he should be winning those games. And he has production on the offense. He has production right now. Elijah Mitchell, he had 100 yards yesterday. Deebo Samuel's averaging 100 yards per game. In the 6 games that he's played, so he has production on offense. But that defense just isn't what it used to be. And it used to be that front was so beast-fight. You remember when they
should have never lost Green Bay in Indy.
And I was just talking
they talked about it last night.
I was just talking. I said, do you think it meant that much? Because sometimes you can go in a locker room and it's that one player, you take him out of the locker room and a lot of things change. But they got Bosa back and they're still not doing what I thought San Francisco 49ers would be doing. So I'm shocked. I knew the Raiders had a chance. We saw the Raiders play the Chiefs pretty well last year. Right. So you saw them coming. And then this last little bit with John Gruden.
But Jimmy G got hurt again.
Well, Jimmy G'd, right? And that's the reason you trade up to get the number 3 pick, right? So now George Kittle's out last night. Trent Williams doesn't play. So you have those things. But to me, it's the Las Vegas Raiders. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the way they started the season. And then we have to remember for the last 2 weeks, John Gruden was there. You see them play against the Chargers. You see them play against the Bears, and this team is listless, right? This team has no energy. This is a team that's not playing well. Derek Carr kind of reverts back to some of the things we criticize him for. And then now Rich Bisaccia takes over this team, and it's been a different team the last 2 weeks against the Denver Broncos and yesterday against the Philadelphia Eagles. And I get it. Neither one of these teams are gangbusters, but the effort they play with, right? How good Derek Carr is. Derek Carr completed 91% of his passes yesterday. Sometimes you don't do that in 7-on-7 at practice, Mike. And so now you have a defense that rushes the passer. They're getting healthy on the back end, and Derek Carr is playing at such a high level. And yesterday, without Darren Waller, and the biggest reason the Las Vegas Raiders are the biggest surprise to me, the Kansas City Chiefs. There ain't no way in hell nobody came in here at the beginning of the season and said the Las Vegas Raiders would be over the Chiefs in the West.
Let me tell you, but the answer, hold on. Let me answer the question. Let me get on you with your drivel, okay? Because let me tell you something right now. There's another reason why the Raiders should be a bigger surprise than the San Francisco 49ers playmaker.
Ooh.
The San Francisco 49ers.
Say that P hard as
led by Kyle Shanahan.
Yes, right.
With Jimmy Garoppolo. They are 24-11 with Kyle Shanahan. Without Jimmy Garoppolo, with Kyle Shanahan,
trash.
They are 7-28. So when you talk about listen, no, it's not Jimmy G. Love. It's not porn star Jimmy. No,
you know
what I'm saying? I'm not doing that. Well, he is porn star Jimmy, man. He'll always be porn star Jimmy. That wasn't me. That was him.
Listen,
showing up.
You hang out on the same street, Rodeo.
Excuse me. No. I don't. Hold it. Rodeo ain't where porn star Jimmy was.
That's where he was, on Rodeo.
Excuse me. It was off that.
Was you trying to find him?
No, I wasn't. I wasn't looking for him. Listen, I don't have to go
that was the whole thing. It was broad daylight. It was
the point that I'm trying to make.
Carry on. I know the details of the story.
Just say, yeah, you know the details. I don't, okay? And here's the deal. I just know he went out with a porn star, okay?
Oh,
and
Stephen A.
But here's the deal.
Stay focused.
I am staying focused, okay? Here's the deal, y'all.
It's so crazy.
7-28, man. I mean, what do you say about that? Now, this is the same dude that has blown not one but 2 Super Bowls with his offensive play calling.
You say Jimmy G.
All right, and he's 7-28. And Kyle Shanahan, and he's 7-28 without Jimmy Garoppolo. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.